friend. And I'm going to introduce my friend. I'm going to introduce my friend. We wasn't recording. And I get to give his, tell you a little more about him later on in the webinar. And so let's get this thing started and welcome everyone. And I want to welcome you to Aaron Parker.
Robert Hollis, can you hear me okay, sir?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Well, I am extremely honored and grateful. It is a privilege to be here with everyone watching from all over the world. Listen, everyone, you are definitely in for a treat. This is a very exciting event that is taking place live and possibly as a recording as well. For those of you that don't know, Robert Hollis is not only a super affiliate with his current business. He's been in marketing for over 30 years, multiple seven-figure earner. He's also helped people in the marketing industry make millions. And I'm actually one of them. He's helped me generate a seven-figure income with this business. So you are definitely in the right place at the right time. He's a friend of mine. He's a mentor of mine. And I'm very honored and grateful to introduce to everyone who's here. So pay close attention to Mr. Robert Hollis.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate you. For those of you that are new here, someone invited you, and what we did is I'm going to get right to the point, bottom line, and share with you exactly this incredible thing. So thank you very much for those of you that are in the East Coast. You took the time to stay up, so I don't want to take a lot of your time. And so first of all, thank you, Aaron, so much for those kind words. I can't wait to repay you later on in the webinar. So the first thing I want to tell each and every one of you is that listen closely. You can reach out to the person that invited you to this webinar and ask them for an affiliate link, just like you would have with Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, and you can become an affiliate for free. Did you hear me? Become an affiliate for free. And when you do that, you'll be able to check out in detail every little thing that we talked about briefly. So make sure that you get back with the person that invited you here, and there we go. So the first thing is, just let me tell you briefly about me. I'm an auto mechanic from North Dakota. Rod Cummings, wow, what a dear friend. I'm an auto mechanic from North Dakota, and I was taught how to be successful. So that's not fair. You know, I was taught to be successful. Let me tell you what I was taught. First thing I was told is to do good in school. I messed up right away. They couldn't diagnose me back then, but I was dyslexic. So I couldn't spell, I couldn't read, I couldn't enunciate or pronounce certain words. And so I was in the special class. And one of the things about being in the special class is I found out right away that people with A pluses got to go to the next grade. And also people that had D minuses got to go to the next grade. So I figured that out really early in life, that they were just going to pass me on from class to class to class. And that was okay with me. So people said you need to graduate, and everyone around me was letting me go. So I was going, hey, this is awesome. So during that time, I had one individual, and listen closely, one individual that said to me, Robert, you're really good with your hands. Did you fix those bicycles? Did you, do that stuff on those motorcycles and snowmobiles? And I said, yeah. And he said, you should be a mechanic. Now that was my uncle. I only got to see him once a year. He lived in Houston, Texas. I lived in North Dakota. But one encouraging word set me on a path. And that's what I chose to do. I went to trade school, became a mechanic, and now I know how to be successful. Once you get a little bit at what is it called? Experience, you get a good job, and then you work hard. I got it. So all I did is I worked really, really super hard, because if I worked harder than everybody else, I would get raises, I would get promotions, and I would go up this corporate ladder. I'm laughing at me because at the age of 27, I was working paycheck to paycheck. I didn't have extra money for really anything. And I really felt upset because I realized that someone lied to me. but I didn't know who, because everyone that I had as a family and a friend member was in the same situation. I hope this is relating to some of you. And so what ended up happening, to show you how smart I am, I'm super intelligent. I was working at a Toyota dealership with 3 other mechanics, and there was something wrong with this Toyota van, and it's a front engine van. So what we decided to do was lift it up on a hoist. We pulled the back tires off, and when we did, the van started tilting. And when it started tilting coming off the hoist, I was so smart, I decided to stop it. I lost. I lost big time. Next thing I know, my knee is hurting. I found out later that it just practically almost destroyed my knee. I'm sitting in an emergency room, and this guy with a white coat, they call it a doctor. I don't know if you guys know what the difference is between a doctor and God, but God doesn't think he's a doctor. And if there's any doctors watching this, I hope that you're okay with me saying that. It's pretty funny. But he put his hands on my pants and he said, "Wow, your pants are just like a tourniquet." He goes, your legs really messed up. Now, how many people want to hear this from a doctor? And I remember him looking at it. I'm still wearing my Toyota mechanic uniform. And he looked at it and looked at my name and he said, "Bobby?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You'll never be a mechanic again." So I had one person that told me I could be a mechanic. And then I had another person with authority, I thought, that said I could never be a mechanic again. And so, they did surgery. My income went to $900 a month. And I'm on workman's comp and I'm losing everything. And I just want every one of you to listen to this statement. Your mind's like a parachute. It doesn't work unless you open it up. And sometimes a lot of us have egos, EGO, standing for edging God out. I know there's some people on this that was invited to this webinar that you already know everything. So all you can do is validate everything I'm already saying. But I was one of those people sitting in the back of the room with my arms crossed, had my electricity off, having a repo man follow me around because I got a pawn loan on my car. And I'm telling you what, my ego was gone. Totally, totally gone. It really stripped my manhood, and it also stripped my identity. I was Bobby the auto mechanic, and now I'm told I can't. And my ego was gone. And so, but I was still had this ego while I'm listening to a presentation that I'm going to share with you tonight that was shared with me 35 years ago that altered and changed my life forever. Altered and changed my life forever. So I hope that I'm catching you at the right time. That's what I hope. So there's got to be something that tragic happens in your life. And I always tell this because I hope that all of you will get inspired instead of having something happen in your life where you're in a tragedy situation where you're no longer inspired. You do things because of desperation. And so here I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Yes, I got on a knee because the other one's in a cast. And I was just saying, man, if you're out there, I need help. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to provide for my family. And what ended up happening is I got a call from a guy that I met a couple of times at a barbecue. He was dating my cousin. And this is all he said. Please listen. He said, "Bobby." And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Listen, I met a guy that's making $62,000. I seen it attached to a check." This is 35 years ago. And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he said, "Well, he asked me if I knew anyone that might be interested with his proven marketing and training system where they could possibly make 6 figures a year. And he's looking for people." And I thought of you. And I said, "I'll come pick you up." So I just want each and every one of you to know, just open up your mind, allow this information to come in. And again, don't forget to get back to the person that invited you here. And create a free account so you can get all the information to make a great decision. Very intelligent people get all the information before they make a decision. Did you guys catch that? There's a lot of people in the world that are suffering right now, and they say, oh, I know that's a scam. I'm not interested. And they never get their due diligence, right? So the first thing that my mentor said to me, and let me find this, I'm going to do really good since this is my first one to try share my screen and pull this up correctly. Can you guys see that?
We got
See
it.
it. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. So of course that's Think and Grow Rich. Now, this is pretty funny. I went through school and a couple of years of trade school, and no one ever told me about this book. Read the title, Think and Grow Rich. It isn't Don't Think and Stay Poor. And let me give you a brief synopsis on this book, very brief. I found out immediately that the book was written in like the 1930s. And this guy took the time to interview 500 of the most influential people on the planet, J.C. Penney's, Woolworth, bankers, presidents, Albert Einstein, all these people, to find out what their common denominator was. And do you know that it's written in this book and it's one of the most sold books in the world? And it tells you the secret of what Napoleon Hill did after he interviewed 500 of the wealthiest people. So how many people want to know what the three things are? Get the book. Hey, listen, when I found out about this book, I went and got it right away. Some of you are just not at the right time in the right place in your life, and that's okay. It's a pretty deep book. In fact, the book I always recommend is The Science of Getting Rich, that was written 30 years before this book by Wallace Wattles. So anyway, the three ideas in the book are very quick. OPI, OPE, OPM. Now get this, do you guys know that Henry Ford was one of the first billionaires on the planet, but he didn't invent the automobile? Mercedes did. Mercedes did. He just found a better way of marketing it and getting it to more people faster. If he's known for anything, he's known for the production line of creating the most affordable car as fast as possible. Do you guys realize that the Model T is still the #1 sold car of all times? You want to guess what number 2 is? Toyota Corolla. So you know, I do see I'm a geek from the Dork Forest, right? But Ray Kroc came up with McDonald's. The first hamburger franchise was Burger King. So you find out that these ideas out there, someone came up with MySpace. MySpace, people are going, what is that? But we all know what Facebook is. Oh, wait a minute, now called Meta, right? So someone come up with the idea first. So a lot of people think that the way to be wealthy is to be intelligent. You don't have to be intelligent. You have to find someone with a good idea that's already figured out and follow that proven system, and bang, you'll get success. So we're here to show you exactly what we found. 2, other people's efforts. If you know of anyone that's extremely successful, they have a lot of people working for them. Do you guys realize, as we're doing this video, what is it, 22, January 6, 22, a new you in 22, which, by the way, thank you so much for getting on here. So my deal is very simply this: everyone you know that's super successful has other people's efforts. The whole concept of a franchise is to teach someone else how to build a successful business so they can get a percentage off each and every one of those franchises. Does that make sense to you? And so to think right now, because of a concept that someone else came up other than me, I now have over 30,000 people responsible for my income. And that generates a 7-figure year award from MDC. So I'm not making income claims. I'm not telling you you can do that. I'm just saying, if you follow the path that is already set, I'm not the only 7-figure earner. Aaron's a 7-figure earner. I think there's like 20 7-figure earners. So if only one person did it, that would be one story. But if people keep doing it and keep doing it, then they figured out the system and the marketing. You got that? So the next one is called OPM. A lot of people will spend their money if you can give them an answer to the problem. And right now, it's the only time in history in 35 years that I've done marketing where I don't have to spend 5 or 10 minutes explaining people just how bad everything is. I think people get it. But the thing that's really surprising me, are you guys hearing this record amount of people that are just not going and getting a job? They're checking out. There's Ron's beautiful wife. Hello. And so, Rod, it's so cool to see you. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. But anyway, the one amazing thing is that, you know, people will buy a franchise. So people are looking to get involved in a business, which, by the way, you can check out ours for free. And then you can say, well, listen, instead of making 25%, I would like to make 30% or 50%. And those options are available for you, and we'll get there in a second. So I want you to understand that I'm not a genius. I met someone that was taught this book. I followed him and was able to make over $1 million before the age of 30. Now that was over 30 years ago. You know, so I'll be 60 in February. So that's my intro. Now what we're going to do is really fly through exactly why we're all here and what we do. So let me click on this. You guys see it okay?
Okay, we can see it.
Okay, so My Daily Choice has everything you need. They basically call these pillars, the 4 pillars. So when you look here, there's a lot of things that people think that they need. What I think about was cool about MDC is Josh Swagel and his brilliance and his genius basically said, okay, you guys need all this stuff, here it is. And I've been doing this business for 35 years in marketing. And what do? Have you guys heard of Amazon? Now, do you know that Amazon basically just took a principle from Walmart and Costco and basically said, what if we did this all online? That's all they did. So Walmart will always be known as the company that almost took out all the small businesses. And Amazon said, what if we could take those small businesses and allow them to market our products to us? What a concept. And then Jeff Bezos becomes the wealthiest person on the planet. Then steps away and now does rockets and stuff. So the one thing that's very unique about the concept of the other thing is affiliate marketing. Affiliate very simply means that we can sign up with a company for free, get excited about the opportunity, including the products, and we can make money. So people can become an affiliate with Microsoft, Apple. They can become an affiliate with Walmart, Amazon. And once you become an affiliate for free, now what you got to do is get good at marketing. Good at marketing and getting it in front of other people. What's unique about this company is we probably have over 300 products now, you know, through, I believe it's like 9 different brands, you know. So if someone said to you, well, how many products does Amazon have? What? Pick the one you like that you can get excited about. So some people are going to get excited by one brand and another. You've got a money back guarantee. You know, it's a one-stop shopping. They're now creating 2.0, and you've got a generous compensation plan. We'll cover that. Then we have a free marketing system, an app. I'm going to actually display that in this video. And then, of course, the culture that we have. We're 100% debt free. When I first heard about My Daily Choice, they were doing $10 million. Again, that was almost 4 years ago. Now we've done over $500 million. So to go from 10 million to 500 million in a few years, how many people think that's impressive? But it's not only impressive, but what I love most about Josh is he's 30, and in a couple of days, he'll be 31. And one of the things that's really amazing about him is when he made all that money, he immediately went out and hired people that had the best expertise in taking companies to $1 billion. So Kathleen Earle and Dory Russell and Hector Cortez and Chris Baum, all these people, he went out and hired people because he doesn't know how to go to $1 billion. So how many people think that that's pretty neat strategy? The other thing that he's did is an 85% compensation plan. So people like me look for companies. I understand how to mark. I understand how to create momentum. So why wouldn't I be paid the best that I could be paid? When people try to tell me about their opportunity, I'm like, very simply, show me your bank account. And they're like, no. I said, well, listen, I'll show you mine. Of course, I do that in private, but they're pretty shook up. So that's basically our marketing and what we do. So now what I want to do is let me jump off here. I'm just going to show this slide just briefly, because this is another reason why I want you to create a free account. Like I said, I never thought about this, but I have all the products behind me. You know, not all of them, but I have a lot of them. So you can see here that here's what Josh did. Josh found companies that became $1 billion company. And then he's seen people that became millionaires in those companies. And he said, hey, why don't we have that? So why don't we have hair care? Why don't we have essential oils? Why don't we market a hemp line with CBD products? How about coffee? Can you make money on coffee? You know, so weight loss, he has this incredible system on weight loss, and you're going to hear from one of our guests here in a little bit about that. And so one of the things that's very unique about this company is it consistently launches new brands. Even right now in the crypto world, you know what I mean? A lot of people are asking me, Robert, why are you doing presentations right now? Let me tell you, I got exposed to a new brand that added something new called CoinZoom to this company. And every day I feel like I don't have enough money to invest. So if I wish I had 10 million to throw into this project, because I know it's going to go to $1 billion, right? I'm not a financial advisor in any way, shape, or form, but I do believe in where this industry is going. So there's nothing worse in the world, to see an opportunity where you knew you could invest in it, but you didn't have the money. How many of you would like to be involved in a project that actually could show you how to create wealth in the next 2 to 3 years? I mean, financially done. So that's why I'm doing these presentations. In fact, I'm letting the cat out of the bag right now, but I'm doing one at 10 o'clock on Saturday. I'm going to figure out when to do one on Tuesday. And so I know that I can inspire people to do things and get them to believe they can do it. That's why I've created so many people as far as a full-time income. And I want to do that with you. So again, just briefly talked about the products. You can go in there and check them all out. I'm trying to look at what else I wanted to show you. That's my next step. We're almost finished. Okay, open up here. Okay, I'm briefly going to talk about the compensation plan. Believe it or not, we have 8 ways to get paid, unless we count 2 of them in there. But we now get a bonus off something that has to deal with Akashics, our crypto and our foreign exchange platform, where if you just become an executive and learn from a person that's made 10 million in crypto, you can actually get into the bonus pool. You know, so me and Aaron and others already got our second bonus already from the company, which is incredible. And I never ever thought that a company would allow someone like me to be in on the ground floor as they continue to grow. It's just, so now I got to find a way to make more money so I can invest more, so I can help more people. This is not about, just making a lot of money. So you can see here, we got retail sales, we got jumpstart bonuses, we got binary, check matching. I know I'm not supposed to quote any incomes, but Terry and I have made over $1 million just in the matching bonus category. And that very simply allows me to be a free affiliate. I bring in someone like Aaron Parker. He builds this huge group, goes to 500K on his way to super, and the company pays me based off what Aaron and his beautiful wife, Kathy, do. Are you kidding me? I just need a couple of thousand errands is what I need. So, you know, that's why I'm doing that. So we also got the Globus bonus pool, rank bonuses. My wife and I have made over $193,000 off rank bonuses. So people think they got a better comp plan. Hey, prove it. Prove it. And then we also have here with the monthly bonuses, you can see where you can start off right away getting the 1K and move all the way up to master affiliate. So, you know, to think that the company gives us $20,000 a month as a maintenance bonus. This is just money that goes into Terry's account. She can do whatever she wants to. I never ever thought about that until I'm doing a live presentation. You guys will see me get gooder and gooder at this, right? But bottom line, you know, how many of you wouldn't mind $240,000 a year expense allowance? That's your on top of fund money. So anyway, that's our compensation plan. So I'm trying to go as fast as I can. I hope you guys are enjoying this. So now what I'm going to do is do some testimonials. So, you know, if you guys can raise your hands or whatever, the first person I want to do is Tasha. Is she on here?
I am.
Yay!
Hello.
So everyone, this is Tasha. She sent me a message today, perfect timing. And in my mind, she's going, oh my God, I'm already at this certain volume. I'm super, super excited. And I'm going, listen, can you do a testimonial? She's like, So this incredible lady, you know, she's a mom of 4. She's super busy. She's a hockey coach. She just got back from playing soccer, and she's got a very, very, very busy life, a super busy life. But she's been involved in marketing before, and it's a great way to supplement her income so she doesn't have to go out and get 3 jobs. So Tasha, why don't you share with everyone? And again, congratulations on your success.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Just real quick for me, I was down and out. I was done marketing. I was just done. I was putting in the work, paying to stay active. And I was just done. And honestly, Robert and my upline, Tina, came to me and said, give us this one chance. Look at this for free. My golly, let me tell you, that was life-changing for my family. We have 4 kids. My husband doesn't work, thanks to the big C. And, you know, this has been life-changing. And what got me excited about MDC, first of all, free to look at it. And then the fact that this is affordable products for the common person out there, for the moms that are struggling and want to spend time with their kids, for the dads, for those that just need that extra income and the seamlessness of how it is to grow in the marketing. And I'm a tech geek. I am in IT. And that webinar this week, my mind is blown with everything that Josh has coming out. I was going crazy. So really, you know, for me, this has just been life-changing. And I've always had to work hard to get where I'm going. I didn't graduate college. And I learned from my dad, who's a Marine, you work hard for the things you want. And that's what, you know, I've done. And this fell in my lap right when I needed it. God knew it. So thank you, Robert. Thank you, Tina.
Thank you so much. You know, everything in life is about timing, and no one knew. I think there was only like probably one person that knew that I was going to do this before I even made the announcement. So, you know, she sent me a message. I'm so excited. Look at my volume already for the month. And so there's no doubt she's going to go straight to the top. So Tasha, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate you.
Thank you.
You bet. And the next one we have is Tina Smith. So let me tell you a little bit about Tina. She's been a nurse forever. I mean, I mean, all we should say right then is, hey, thank you so much for all the stuff that you're doing as a nurse. Wow, I can't even imagine. But she's a grandma. She's been married for 30 years. I just love this woman's energy. She's just such an incredible person. I've known her for years before she decided to work with me. And get this, you guys, if there's anyone that understands nutrition and why our product works, it's Tina Smith. This woman has won bikini contests. So, you know, I've seen
not at Hooters. They were NPC.
They were professional ones, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I never thought about that. It's like someone, I'm glad that you brought that up. It's like, no, I'm not one of those people. So anyway, she's just a wonderful person. She's 5K going to 10K. She's just been in for a short period of time. So Tina, please share with everyone your incredible story.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm glad you're healthy and here. That's awesome. I love you, Robert. Okay. You just have to always start with that because you make me smile just looking at you. And I know everybody on here that knows you feels that way just when they get around you. I see them shaking, nodding their heads, not shaking, nodding. All right. So I came to Robert. I was successful in marketing when I came to Robert. And the reason why I came to talk to him was because of these little bad boys. And they attracted me as a customer on April 20th. And Robert and I, like he said, we've been friends for, a long time. And so we started talking and we're frank with each other. And I love that. And I said, Robert, I've always learned that to be good at something, you have to be laser focused. And how does a company have multiple brands? And I don't know if you remember this discussion, Robert, but it's the first thing that changed my mind. And I said, how can the company be good at so many things? Because I've always been part of things that were laser focused on like nutraceuticals, period, right? And you said, I challenge you to a paradigm shift. Change your mind, change your thinking, open your mind, expand, okay? And I'm so glad you did. And my testimonial is this. Since I did, here's what I've discovered, and it's a benefit that I didn't even know would happen until I got involved. It's the fact that with all of these brands, first of all, I love all of them. Not only do my husband and I get to experience all of them, the hair, the Delta 8s, the Akashics, I'm in the Coin Zoom as well. I'm doing all of that. But more importantly, if you're in this for business as well, your team get to be themselves. They don't have to be a square peg trying to fit into a round hole. They get to align with what they are good at. Like Robert mentioned, nutrition was always my thing. I'm a nutrition coach all the time, right? I'm so thankful that my team doesn't have to try to be what I'm good at. They get to be what they want to be. And now I am expanding and I love the Akashics and cosmetology. Are you kidding? I love makeup. And one last thing I want to say is that when I came aboard with you, Robert, God is amazing. There was no hemp mama and there was no cosmetology. So I came aboard and I was privately thinking, man, the only thing that would make this better is a clothing line for me. Boom. Right away, hemp mama came out right after I came on board. And then I'm like, my makeup is toxic as all get out, always has been all my life. Clean makeup would sure make this company amazing. Clean makeup, here it comes, cosmetology. This company is amazing. And again, bottom line, if you haven't joined or come aboard yet or aligned with this company yet, you get to be yourself. And that's a huge benefit.
Well, thank you very much, Tina. Can you see why she's successful? I mean, it's just amazing. And Tina, I like I said, I always loved your energy and I've been blessed to get to meet you and your husband. And I just thought it was so cool when you seen a post that I did. And I'm so glad that we're working together because there's not a doubt in my mind that you guys will see Tina not only walk the stage as a super affiliate, but also a master. So I'm so glad that your team's on here and congratulations, Tina.
So proud of Tasha. She keeps hitting her rank month after month. She's just growing like a weed. All right, that's enough.
You're already 1K. I mean, it's only a couple of days in and you're already flying up the chart. And our next one, of course, is my special guest. I already mentioned his name, but just to give you a little accolades on Mr. Parker. This guy, some of the pictures that he posts about his CrossFit, it is just amazing. This guy's dedication, and he's got a cool story because, he wasn't big and he just, all of a sudden made a decision that I'm going to, go out and compete in CrossFit. And I constantly see him, taking incredible medals and always has all these ribbons and all these little trophies and stuff that he has. So that just shows you the kind of dedication that he has. And him and his wife, Kathy, I just love her. They got 2 beautiful girls, and they also do CrossFit, but they also do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I mean, they're just a very outgoing, going everywhere family. They definitely have the lifestyle. And this gentleman is a 500K in this company on his way to super affiliate. And at the last convention, they brought him on stage. He got to speak, him and his wife, Kathy. They did amazing. So you guys got to understand, for the company to make a decision to allow someone to speak in front of everyone, they got their stuff going on. And they also gave him an award of the 7-figure earner. I'm so blessed that he's in my organization. And before I introduce him, can every one of us just really quickly just unmute and sing him happy birthday? It's his birthday today. That's dedication, you know, to get home early from a birthday dinner so he can, you know, have a birthday. So all together, happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Taylor. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, 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 wow.
Okay, so we got the guy here, you know, editing out. So Aaron, you know, why don't you come on here and tell everybody, you know, why they should be excited and why MDC, why someone like you that could actually compete and go to any company is involved in MDC.
I would love to, Robert. And thank you guys for that. That's hilarious. That's funny. I love it. And it is true. We literally pulled up 3 minutes before this started, and Robert was like, hey, you want to jump on? And I was like, honey, she's like, you have to get on. It's Robert Hollis. So of course,
Thanks,
I'm
Kathy.
here. Yeah. So my quick story is that I have been involved in this industry of you know, working from home, entrepreneurship. By the way, I heard Marine. I was also a Marine out in Camp Pendleton, right out of high school, served 4 years as a United States Marine, got to travel overseas as well. And while I was in the Marine Corps, I was exposed to entrepreneurship and the opportunity to make money, you know, with a home-based business. I was instantly hooked and excited. And I actually spent 10 years trying to do this and failing miserably. So if you or anyone you know has ever tried to do one of these things to make money online, make money from home, and just didn't work, that was me for 10 years. So realize that if I can make it work eventually, so can you. I finally did start to create some success after many years of struggling. And a couple of the companies I was in actually went out of business. They tanked, you know, was able to go full-time, quit my job, make enough money to support my family from home, and then boom, crash and burn. Company goes out of business. Another went out of business. And I was actually in a very bad place financially. And I was looking for a home. I was looking for a company. I was looking for the right company. And I saw 2 things happening. I saw Robert Hollis, who I'd never met, never talked to, but I'd heard of this Robert Hollis. And I knew not only that he was uber successful, but that he'd helped a lot of other people become successful. And then combine that with Jenna Zweigel. Jenna had actually reached out to me a year before I joined and told me about this amazing business. And I told her no. And a year later, I was ready. I was paying attention. And I saw that she was working with Robert Hollis now. And I was like, okay, something's going on. And I paid attention. I got the information. I immediately took action, got started. Long story short, we went from broke, busted, completely broke, not able to pay our bills because the other company we were in had gone under. We burned through all of our savings. We went from that, this was just over 3 years ago, partnering with Robert Hollis, and within 6 months, generating 6 figures. And that is this business that provided that for our family, because I heard also a minute ago from Tina, I believe, being laser focused. And that's exactly what we did. We paid attention to Robert, to Josh, to Jenna. We took very focused action and we were very excited about this opportunity. And we have now also become 7-figure earners because of the incredible products, the amazing compensation plan that Robert talked about. And, you know, for anyone who's, you know, skeptical, for anyone who's not sure, for anyone who's watching this, you're like, can this work for me? I'll tell you that it can if you're ready for it. If you're ready for change, if you're ready to put in the work, right? We're not saying it's going to be easy, but I'm telling you that it's worth it. It can change your life. It's changed our life. So like Robert said, get back to the person who invited you, get started. You'll be glad you did.
Woo, that was awesome. Every time Aaron talks, I want to sign up again. Thank you, Aaron, very much. And again, happy birthday. Okay, so I'm going to close this thing out. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to get started. You know, again, reach out to the person that shared this with you and very simply ask for their affiliate link. What I'm going to do really quickly is just show you in the back office here exactly what you're going to see. So you can, all the stuff that you see here down this side is all the stuff that you get for free by very simply clicking that link. Now, once you do, you get an affiliate link. Again, get back with the person that told you about this opportunity. But you can see, you can share this. Oh, Aaron, did I tell everyone that the system's free? Yeah, the system's free. You can get in for free and you can make 25% jump starts and actually make money next Thursday. That's how fast we got paid today. So you can see where you can share them on social media, but let me show you really quickly just how fast something like this can happen. So, you know, you could very simply just put in some, you know, random names, you know what I mean? And you want to put your name and your email address. If you're worried and just want to check the system out, you know, put initials or something, put an email address that, that, you know, is your marketing email address, right? And then I'm just going to put in here, you know, KKK, JM at gmail.com. And now it's called pre-enroll. So when you pre-enroll into the system, the immediately thing that you're going to see is a video done by Josh Swagel. So everybody wants to go, oh my God, I have a million questions. Oh my God, I have a million questions. There's no one better in the world from going zero to over $500 million to explain this to you better than Josh. So you can
model with affordable pricing.
So you can watch him talk about the products. You can get him to talk about everything. Now, how do you create? Now, right here, it says get started. So a lot of people go, what I do? Click on get started. And here you're going to see where a person can start at part-time, full-time. I had a lady today that I don't know. She came in at the full-time. These products have a 60-day money-back guarantee. So why wouldn't you want to try some of them? So some of you are going to come in. Me and Aaron came in. As soon as we've seen it, we immediately come in as executive. You know, so not everyone's going to do that. So if you just want to check the system out, you very simply just click on customer here and watch me quickly. You know, I have a video that does this as well. But you want to come down here. We're just going to put in, let me see here, just a random name here. We'll put in, okay, you want to put your name in here, put in, you know, right information. And I'm going to grab this and also make it the ownership name. All right. Password. You guys might have the same password. It's ... All right. Come down here. We're going to put in, what am I going to, there it is. And this is the contacts. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Create account. There we go. And then right here, I'm going to go to Bitcoin. All right. Now that I'm in Bitcoin, I can come down here, agree to the policies. Can you put in a credit card? Of course you could put in a credit card, you know? And now all of a sudden, now you click continue, and now you're a free customer. You can buy the products at the lowest discount that we have. There you are. Let's take it one more step. You see here, it says become an affiliate right there. You become an affiliate. How much does this cost? We'll see. Become affiliate again. Wow. Website address, training tab. Look at here. We just created a free account. You go to capture pages. That's where I started. And here's your username that's unique to you. So you get credit and you immediately can go out there and start inviting and sharing it with the world. Now, if you know of another company that can do this, let me know, because it doesn't exist. Amazon does not pay matching bonuses. Amazon's got one way to pay, not 8 ways to pay. And I love what Tina said. It's like the concept of breaking the paradigm. It's like Amazon's one of the wealthiest companies in the world. How many products does Amazon market? Maybe just focusing on one product isn't smart. Have you heard of Apple? They just hit 3 trillion. Do they have one product? No, they don't. So these people that go, oh, you need one product. No, you don't. I want to market to everybody. I want to market to everybody. If someone says, well, listen, you know, we market hair care. So do we. You know, well, I'm in the crypto thing. So am I. I sell clothes. Me too. You know, we have nutritional weight loss. I'm with you. And the products are usually more great ingredients for a lower cost with a higher comp plan. That's the genius of Josh Swagel. And so I showed you really quickly how to create a free account. And how many of you think, wow, that seemed pretty simple? I think I can do this. And we'll show you exactly step by step. I didn't show you where the training was because I'm looking at the time. So bottom line in closing, I want to share this last statement with you. I do want to show you guys one more picture. Like Aaron and Tina and some of the people said, you know, I'm an old guy in this industry. I've been involved in marketing for 35 years. And for those of you that understand marketing, marketing is very simply taking a product or service that someone already has and getting it to people that want it. And so one of my claims to fame is now helping over 65 people make over $1 million in commissions. One of them is my son, Robert Hollis Jr., and one of them is my wife, Terry. So when she's seen this business, I can be the smartest guy on the planet, but sometimes people are smarter than us. And my wife said, listen, I want to try this product. And then she tried it. It worked for her. We have trillions, it's over exaggeration, millions of testimonials. All right. And so when my wife asked me to help her with this little business, you know, I was doing this coaching stuff and speaking all over the world and wrote 2 books. I'm an author. I got all this stuff that I have accolades to that bottom line didn't make me happy. I could not get off the treadmill. Every week, every day, every month of the entire year, I had to get another coaching program out there. I had to get another clients. I had to get another speaking gig. And this makes me emotional, but being away from your family and making money is not worth it. I know some people will have to figure that out on their own, but I was talking to Aaron today, and there's 2 ways to learn: from your mistakes and sometimes learning from others' mistakes. So when I got in this company, I'm helping out my little wife in her little business. And 1.5 years in, I sold and got rid of everything I had and been doing this full time. The reason why is when she first got up and got 500K, where Aaron is, I went, you know what? We should have been super by now, but I was distracted. And right now in the world, we need an opportunity that can help people. So for some of you that really believe you understand this industry, do me a huge favor, jump in this and just make someone you love $1 million earner. And so that's the reason I do this, and I'm still doing this. So in closing, I just want to share this with you. Opportunities come and go. They just go to the people that are looking for them. And everyone thinks that you got to be intelligent. I know you guys are going to have to Google this because some of you are young. But you know what? Someone made $1 million with a rock. They called it a pet rock. And he became a millionaire because this guy was selling rocks to people and they were called pet rocks. He then followed it up and said, if you want to, you can mail the rock back and I'll send you a death certificate. Now, if you guys don't believe me, look it up. Another one you can look up is Million Pixel website. So this guy gets to this country. He doesn't have any money. He needs to pay for college. So he says, what if I built a website, $1 million website, I think it's called, or $1 million pixel, you can Google it. And he sold a pixel, which is the size of a pencil lead. He sold a pixel for $1. $1. And I don't remember how long it was, but just within months, made $1 million, paid for his college. When I thought about doing this presentation, I thought, I wonder what that guy is doing now. And all of you over the holidays seen his commercial. The kid did programming, graduated from college, and came up with a small company called Calm, C-A-L-M, for all the calm meditations. And you can get an app. And I'm like going, this kid is genius. I got hair standing up. So we all say that the economy is awful, but yet there's people right now that are making more money than any other time in history. There's people that don't want to go to jobs anymore. You know, me and my son were having this discussion today. All of a sudden, you know, the pandemic comes. We're now doing presentations online. I can talk to people all over the world. I have people all over the world doing this business by using Zoom. And now we're seeing people going back to Zoom on national television. Because now all of a sudden there's another, you know, variant out there. But people no longer want to go back to work if the government's going to pay them to stay home. But I don't think the quality of their life is where they want it. So if you get good at inviting, if you plug into our, you know, our group, I'm doing videos every day. You don't have to pay for them. I've had people pay me over $100,000 to coach them. And I'm giving you all my coaching for free. I decided January 1st, I'm going to do a video every day. And a half hour right before this one, I taught people how to invite people to a webinar. So if anything that I said today just made sense, if it makes sense, it makes dollars. If something felt right, if something looked right, trust that instinct. I mean, you can get involved for free. Plug into our training. Let us show you exactly step by step on how to do this business at your terms. One of my mentors, Jim Rohn, at the beginning of the year, I always look at his videos. And he goes, you know what? It's neat to be able to do what I'm doing, but it's neat to be working part-time hours to build my fortune. And so now, guess what? The fortune is for the brave. So if not this, then what? And if not now, when? It's like, this is the perfect timing for the right people. In closing, all I can tell you is those that will take the challenge that I did 35 years ago, my mentor did a video like this for me. And he said, Robert, if you get 70 people to watch the video all the way through and create an account in the next 30 days, money will never be your problem again. I did what he told me, and I never had to work for anybody ever again. When I got involved in MDC supporting my wife, I think we created a little over 312 pre-enrollees that now could have been free accounts. And out of the 312, 81 of them, only 81 out of 312 people decided to buy one product or maybe come in as a builder or part-time, all in. And that generated enough income to actually have the first income from a month in this company to be 5 figures. So maybe you don't need that kind of money, but how many of you right now could actually use an extra 200 bucks? Isn't it funny that people say that money doesn't buy happiness? But if I told everyone in the chat right now, if you put in your Zoom Me account, oh, by the way, if you don't know what a Zoom Me is, you need to. But some of you would think of Venmo or some kind of cash app. If I told you, if you put your username for your PayPal or your Venmo, and I'm going to pay each one of you $200, how many of you would turn down the $200? See, even if you took the 200 and you don't need it, give it to someone who needs it. Does that make sense? So there's a lot of reasons to do this. I just want to tell each and every one of you, thank you very much. Thank you, Tasha, Tina, and Aaron. I just really appreciate you and my son and Craig for being hosts. And I just want to tell you, if I can do it, you can do it. I'll show you every step on how a broke auto mechanic that's dyslexic, that didn't believe in himself, was very analytical, took the steps to figure this out, and so can you. I don't know how much you need to make, but guess what? You can start out small and work your way up. I know you can do it. If no one's giving you permission to succeed, let me be the first. We're following two individuals that I know the company's going to $1 billion, and you don't want to be one of those people that said, wow, I think it was January of 22 where I seen this, ex-auto mechanic, just enthusiastic and excited about sharing this with the world. And I said, it's not for me. So I started out by saying an intelligent person would ask the person that invited them to get the link, help them create a free account. They can watch this video at the end. I showed you how. It's very simple. And then make a decision. We work from Thursday to Thursday. And so people will get to see the system work. That's what got me in. All of a sudden, these people started popping in underneath me. I needed to know more about the comp plan. I decided that I'd rather make 50% than 25. And that's why I bought some more product with a money back guarantee. Just take baby steps. I know you can do it. And if no one's giving you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. Is anyone interested in me doing this at 10 o'clock on Saturday? I promise to get better, and you guys need to invite people there. All right. So
I would be.
What?
I would be.
Okay, cool. I'll see you there. So thank you very much. I love and appreciate you guys, especially the people that are 11 o'clock on the East Coast. I love and appreciate you again. Thank each and every one of you, and take care. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Time to start building your fortunes. 22.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Happy
God
New Year,
bless.
everyone.
Thank you,
Bye, everyone.
Robert.
Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Thank you, everybody, for getting on. Thank you so much.
Matthew.
Bye.
Awesome.